do something else. Here, actually, I have an idea. I'm gonna show you my Pokemon Violet stuff for a little bit. It's not gonna be too long. I just want to do a little look over and show you guys. Since I did it on my Blue Sky, I posted about my me playing this because it was a recent thing of me playing it because I only just got the game with the Switch 2, and I had a great time playing the single player. I have not done the Academy Ace tournament since that is technically like a post game sort of thing, but I've done all the gym leaders and such. But I honestly really love this game. I've been shiny hunting a lot. I haven't got the shiny charm yet, but this was my starter, Cyanine, which is a color if you didn't know. We got a Blissey here. This one I think I just grabbed. I don't think anything specials about it. Yeah. Then we got the shiny gift thing, and then I found this guy just exploring. I love exploring in this game. That's like one of my favorite things I've done, and I just found him level 40 at 919. 919 again. What is with 919? 919 when I last played Mario Bros. 1. 919 since I caught this guy in multiple years. Alright, that's mysterious there. And then I caught this guy on the same day as well. Man, 919 must have something special with me or something like that. I got a shiny Bronzong, which is cool. This was just a normal Espeon, but most of my mons are in Pokemon Home that are shiny, so just to get an idea. So I've been trading a lot of my mons out, and I've been getting a lot of hacked mons in, just to give you a reference. And I release them to the public, not public, I just release them out because I don't want them. So if any of them are hacked, that is why. Like this one, I think I found this one naturally. Let's check real quick. Yeah, this one I found naturally. This one it was in the tunnel where you go through. It's behind the ferry area. What is it called? The ferry not trial. Whatever, the ferry base, I guess. It was in the tunnel. I was going in there to see if there's anything else in there. And I got a shiny Gabite I found, which was like really cool. Really cool looking. This one's the event one. This is that no. I have a shiny Blissey somewhere, or I think it's Blissey. I've been trying to shiny breed a Sprigatito. These are ones that are gonna be this one is a one of the hacked mons. I'm not gonna see Pokemon GG that nonsense. Don't ever go to those places. You can literally catch a shiny easy. And there's in the Pokemon Champions that is coming out, you'll be able to get those stats all the way up and not even care about that such. Like the shop stuff, it's stupid bullshit. Like why would you buy something when you can literally just hunt for it for fun? I guess this was another one. There's just so many. I mainly been using them as to breed to get more mons, and then I'll breed those mons to get more mons because I might not have that mon. I've never gotten in a Wonder Trade. That's the main thing I use them for, and then I release the hack mon out. I don't believe they even share anything over when you do that, especially because I'm not using any like token seeds or anything like that or like modest stuff. I just fully just want a mon, that mon. This one I believe is not hacked. I don't think. This one just has a uncommon charm, which is cool. I really like getting the ones that are overseas. They're pretty cool. I wonder if do I have any of my other shinies? I'll show as a hacked one. I think they're all my the ones I caught are in home. This one. The ones that you'll know are hacked are usually the ones with the stamps. I don't ever stamp my mons. On the bottom right. Yeah, these are all bad so far. Yeah, I think all mine are in home. I want to get a shiny Lilligant. A Suing Lilligant, specifically. Yeah, this one. This one is not the one I caught. Hyper trained, yeah. This one is apparently, this as an idea, this one's apparently a streamer did hacks them or on stream or whatever. It's really stupid shit. I'm surprised Twitch hasn't ever gotten at them. Maybe they stream on Kick. Maybe that's probably why. You gotta get around that dumb shit, and they give them out like, oh yeah, I'm gonna release them to the public because they're hacked. And like, bro, no one wants that shit. But yeah, I think all my actual ones are in home. So let me actually go to that. But let me just show you my, where is it? My Poke Portal. Oh wait, no, wrong thing. What if we could find a little shiny? I found shiny so easily in this game. I don't even have the shiny charm yet. I really want a shiny Rotom. That's the main thing of why I'm here. God dang it. Let me get out of here. But yeah, this game does look great on the that one's not shiny. On the Switch 2. The performance is so nice. God dang it. Thought that Ralts over there was a shiny. Not Ralts, Curlia, sorry. There's like a lot of mons here that I really want to like see if I can get a shiny out of. I know there's a Ditto can appear here, which is fun. What is that Cyclist are doing back there? Bro's just having fun on the wall. Alright. Let's head down here. Red Room's not shiny. I have a good area. We're going to head into Area 0 real quick. I found a lot of shinies in there. I do plan on getting ZA eventually. Like I have a sort of heap of games that I want to play. I'm sort of missed out on a lot of the Pokemon games as of late. So like I need to play the Let's Go games. I need to play the Diamond and Pearl remakes. I need to, oh god dang it, I didn't mean to run into. I need to play the Sword and Shield. I did play those games, but I just never really put much into it. Any of the Tauros shiny. Doesn't look it. Ah dang, Fergaraf. Alright, let's get into here real quick. Just want to run around until I get to the entrance. I know I could just teleport technically over. And that's another shiny I want to get eventually, Noibat. I love the Noibat and Noivern shinies. They really are like a minty green. I love it. Is that another shiny bite? Or no, I don't think so. No, he's a little more orange, not red. Alright, we're almost at the entrance to the Area 0. Also, I literally like almost never battled any of the wild trainers on this area, or in this game, I should say. There's like really no point, especially when you're their main focus when you're playing the game. At least for me. Actually, let me. Where is it? Oh yeah, I'm way far away from it. Never mind. The entrance is here. Well, wait, where am I? Oh yeah, that's my profile picture. I forgot. I mean, I'm not too far away. Whatever, I'll fly. I'm so... No, I don't want to throw him out. How do I do the thing again? So it's been a while since I played this. Get on my bike. Oh, I start. That's why. All right, let's go down to Area 0. All right, let's see if we can find a quick shiny. Music's so good in here. Is that a shiny? No. I already have a shiny Raichu just that I found in here. Wait. I was trying to see if that was shiny or not. They're really hard to spot. These ones are harder because they're the green is like I think bluer, which is not a very like very subtle shiny. Venomoth is typically a blue shiny. All the iron mons are like they lose their accent color and it turns to pure silver. They still have their vibrant cyber color. It's just like the one accent color is different. You have a Vaporeon here. Alright, no shinies in here. Just want to do like a quick shiny grab and then we'll head over to the next thing I want to show you. The shinies that I already got. And then we can head into the next event, I guess. Not event, but next thing that I want to do tonight. And probably the next thing I do will probably be the last thing before I go to bed. Because it is late over here. This is more so like another one of those chill late streams. Now that I realize I should probably change the ticker on my stream. As it is still just talking. I mean, technically we're not really playing anything right now, but I mean we are playing. What am I saying? I'm not really gaming per se. I'm just looking around. It is basically just a just talking stream, but any shinies out here? So many moths. So many moths to the flame. Wonder if that's why they put moths in here, as like a reference to moth to a flame, with Area 0 being like the flame and humans being the moth, and they're burning. I feel like that would probably be a real reason, like a world design thing. Would do that for, like as like a sort of subtle. Well, it wouldn't really be subtle. Well, I mean maybe. You pocket mans. And don't see no shiny. Not any yet. Got a Chansey over there. The Chansey would normally be green if it was shiny, like a zombie green. Nope, no shinies. Fergiraffs, when they're shiny, they're the spikes on their backs turn blue. Among other colors, but that's just like the more accent color. Those rock to grass transitions are straight out of 2002. Where's the Vertex building? Yeah, there is a lot of suckiness in that aspect. Like that's really the main thing I have an issue with in this game is mostly just the textures on the walls and the grass. Like, it's not too bad right now. Like, when you're looking at, like, here, this is... It looks good here, relatively. But when you're finding, like, a solid area just that one color, it does not look good. Or one texture, it just doesn't look good at all. But I mean, if you so I'm like a very leak connoisseur and looking into like the development history when that stuff happens. And prior to the like the release, they did actually have higher fidelity like textures and graphics, and like in some areas, but they have to tone it down because the Switch was like lagging really bad in areas. Like for example, in where there's a lot of like structures and houses and all that, they wanted to put more trees around the edges, like, and sort of simulate how the like like older games were, where you had the sort of cities were sort of visually separated from the world itself. But they couldn't really do that because of what, like I said, it was causing issues to lag and all that. And I'm assuming the texture resources and keeping all the textures in memory potentially was causing issues. Not sure exactly on the why, but that is potentially the main thing why the it became like this. Like, it's not like the worst thing in the world, like visually, but it definitely could see better days. That's to say the least. But with the Gen 10 coming up, because we already know, like, within the leaks, we already know a lot about, like, their plans of that. I'm not going to say, like, specifically because, you know, people, like, don't want to be spoiled. But they are making, like, it's like a new engine. So... And so hopefully with that, the working on a new engine, improving on like a lot of like the water stuff, um, amongst other things, it should help with performance because honestly, from what I've heard in terms of like development wise, well, not development wise, but as developers, there was a huge issue, at least in the past, um, where there was the whole employee aspect was very um like work not how do you word this, or how to word this, social politics. It was very social politics in there, where if you don't do what so and so did says, like you don't yes man them, then you won't ever get promoted. In the leaks you've heard, like they definitely have tried to prevent that in more recent games. It sort of started with X and Y when they kicked out Masuda, um, because he was sort of like it was sort of becoming like that. And then later on, the next guy, and then sort of the next guy after that, they sort of like really are trying to not keep this the director of the game and the director of the studio being the same person, which led to that sort of issue. Um, but that also means you're getting new directors almost every single main game, which means that you're getting potentially people that don't exactly know what they're doing as a director. Which when that happens, you start having misguided directions of your employees to do stuff, which is how issues that we see in a lot of newer games potentially being what they are. It mainly just directors not doing as best as they could in directing, which is why when you see stuff like Metal Gear Solid, for example, the games are like really good because the director directed properly. I mean, I always will like I shit on Kojima a lot, but he is a good director. I can't deny that. But with a good director, you also have to have good employees. And if you're not rewarding the employees for doing good by like promoting them, giving them raise for doing good job working on a game, then what's the point? I've read many job reviews for the game over in Japan. That's cool. Wait, do I have? Yeah, I have a normal Volcarona. I don't think that's shiny though. Shiny Volcarona is like yellow. But yeah, like a lot of job reviews were like mentioning like, oh, this job was I worked at the job for a long while. I put in a lot of work into the coding, but all the other people at the job who were just saying yes and agreeing with the boss and all that, they would get promoted and get raises. While I'm working and putting all the coding and progress stuff, and since I don't really talk or socially with them, I end up getting ignored, and so with that, like all these people that do have that happen, they end up leaving. So you start losing the good programmers. So that's essentially the core of it in that aspect. And no shinies in here. I feel like a lot of people don't realize like people do use these job review sites, especially in Japan. Like you have to go into the Japanese like websites that have such that exist. Where people give like pretty like there's a lot of like good reviews. Obviously, people are always gonna put good reviews on such. But alright, let's see. But there's plenty of negatives. I mean, there's obviously common negatives that you'll get at any job. People that's like, oh man, I don't want to work at this place. This is too crazy, doing the same thing over and over again. Which is sort of why, with X and Y, after X and Y, they started changing the formula. After Masuda, which was like, ran most of the games for a long while, got basically kicked out because he, if you didn't hear, you probably heard it in the news, or not news, but on the websites, about how Masuda like got in an argument with Sujimori, which is how it started and why he got well, he didn't get de-promoted. He got promoted out of it, I guess you would say. Which is I guess, which is what the term of falling upwards is. They couldn't really de-promote him because of like his work, but he's also like screwing up everything. But essentially, he became the Pokemon. Come on, I just want to fly. There we go. Here we are. Yeah, well, what's that? The company? It's not. I think it's just the Pokemon Company, is what he became. The CEO, I think, or something like that. He became one of the people in there. And the last game he actually like directed was Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, everyone's favorite game. The one that was to the T a remake and not a remaster like previous games. I'd love to get a shiny Dunsparce. I love Dunsparce. He's one of my favorite boys. Also, Delibird is one of my favorite boys. And I really would love like an Iron Bundle that's shiny. That'd be kind of sick. Honestly, the expanded visual or the expanded spawning in this game is just so nice. Come on, stay up here. Oh, bad. Stay on top. There we go. Because you can literally just like chill out here. Have a here, let me see this. Get my zoom in. Zoom in. Alright, is that a shiny over there? No. Let's see, what over here? Nope. A lot of droopies over there. I don't see no yellows on their tips of their heads, so no shiny over there. Actually, I don't remember what a shiny Garganackle looks like. I think it's like it becomes more orange yellow, maybe. I like how the Doug trio over there is just, just vibing on the edge of the cliff. Actually, he looks like he's sweating a little. He's kind of worried, it looks like. No, don't jump. I think he's just worried. Actually, I don't even know what's with him. Why is he so like weird? All right, let's head this way. No shinies here. Someone just fell. I think that was a Iron Treads that just fell. 2-segment the Dunsparce. Also, I love the Dunsparce. Bro was like so sick. People like were just so upset for no reason. That is like the perfect evolution. Over here, let's see. No shinies here. No yellow tips. Yeah, it looks like nothing really happening. Sort of wanted a shiny. I've been having really good luck every time I pop into the game. I find like 1 or 2. Oh, I would love a shiny of Iron Valiant. Love Iron Valiant. Such a cool design. What else? We're almost at the bottom now. I always find the Alright. I found the ending of this game to be really, really nice and cool. Like, I know I haven't played the DLC yet. I probably will actually stream the DLC. I mean, that's kind of weird. That, oh, yeah, I didn't play the main game on stream, but I'll play the DLC. But I think the DLC relatively is not separated because you still see some of the characters, but you can still like enjoy the DLC as a experience for a stream. And I already know some of the points on it, so let me just do a little lap around here. And then we'll head on out of here and then pop somewhere else and then call it an end for the shiny exploration. Really want at least one little shiny. I do find it weird, like, there's some areas like this in here. Like, why is this so large? They could have put, like, a little more or something? I mean, it does look cool. But also, like, I kind of would like a little more rubble here and there. Oh, didn't mean to run into you. I kind of like that they, in this little water, they have to go on top of a little blow-up thing. Alright. I think, well, no, I don't think we're fully around yet. The dun sparse. Alright, we're almost around. Yeah, the music is so good in here. Alright. Finally back around. No shinies. Well, I mean, there's a lot of shiny things, but not shinies. So. Oh well, let's head on out of here. Let's head over here. I feel like let's do a quick overlook over here. See what we got. And then once we're done with that, I'll head over to the next game. I always feel like I would find a shiny in this area because how many spawns happen in here. There's no orange on his neck. No blue balls. Well, it's more of a purple. Yeah, nothing here. Oh! The Scyther wants a battle. And I don't see no shinies here. Up here, at least. Let's head down. Let's see if we got anything down here. Got some Cricketoons, Cricketots. Anything over here? That Venomoth ain't blue. No gold, so blue. What about you? Are you, no, you're normal. No pink Dratini. Yeah, it looks all generally, average. I do hope in the, like, after ZA, because ZA, they made sure to make the Pokemon's colors saturated, so sort of like the original games, which is nice. Well, this game, I love the texture work on the Mons. They, however, don't have the they don't have their colors very saturated, which makes shinies like Slowpoke, for example, to be basically impossible to tell from each other, because they're basically originally it was like a very bright pink and a very like reddish pink. And now it's like in this game, if you see a shiny Slowpoke and the next to a normal Slowpoke, it's like a very, very slight tint difference. Very, very slight. No, I didn't mean to run into you. Alright, run away. I don't want to battle you monkeys, and no! The monkeys are running into me. They're monkeying around. Alright, there we go. And this is the end of the path. And no shinies were about. 'Tis a shame. Indeed, another, No, what the hell? Get away here. Get out of here. Yeah, indeed, I love, that's another mon I really like. Tinkaton, I had a Tinkaton on my team. Love Tinkaton. Yep. Alright. This is kind of addicting, though. Let's run around and see if I can find anything, but I'm going to have to call it here. as we move on to the next thing to play. Any minute now. Oh yeah, this is the one area where I found the shiny no, not the shiny Mimikyu, the shiny Zora. Nope, not bag. Run. Oh, there's a Mimikyu right there. That's probably a Zora. Let's see. No, that's actually a Mimikyu. Okay, cool. Is this a Zora? No, that's an actual other Mimikyu. Okay. What is that? That's pink. Oh, it's Impidimp. Little Impidimp. Got a leaf stone. I really need to get past this. This is like... I just love exploring and trying to find shit. It's always been my thing I love doing. It's really hard to put down. Like, I've literally spent hours of this like, in bed. Like, before sleep. Just going around looking for shit. It's like a sort of a fun little idle game in a way. That's a Mimikyu. Ah, didn't mean to run into you. Oh, I am getting tired though. Alright. Bro, you have a Mimikyu right in front of you. Nah, I think I'll call it there. That's don't think we're gonna find one tonight. Alright, so let me just exit out. Save. Oh, didn't mean to press that. Okay. Head back. Okay. So moving on. Let me just take a sip of my drink real quick. So Pokemon Home. This is where I wanted to show you my the actual shinies I've got. Since I've got a bunch of them. Oh boy. Oh. Alright, here we go. So here are... Oh wait, I didn't want to go to home. I wanted to go into... Back. Exit without saving changes. Yes. Oh, excuse me. Again. Here we go. Home, yes. So here will be all my shinies that I have. Can I look at them? Yeah, check summary. So I got a shiny Raichu that I found on, what route was it? Does this tell me the specific route? I don't think it actually does. Weird. I called it Dark Chew because it was like darker in color. I liked it. Then I found this one. Well, technically I found this guy first. I found him in Area 0. Same with the Raichu. And then afterwards, I think it's like the same day, I was like exploring out in the wild. Wait, no, it was the next day. Maybe it was like over midnight. I think it was. I found this guy, and I'm like, oh my god! I found both of the shinies. Then I got a shiny Wooper during the outbreak stuff. Shiny Paldean Wooper. This is just a Delibird. I don't know why I have it in here actually. Now that I think about it. And this Gardevoir. Oh wait, no, it's because I think I use every mon that I had on my team at least one point that I used, I put in here, as well as the Gardevoir I had on my team as well, for a bit. Then I found this one. So this one is not technically I found, it was through a raid event, I'm pretty sure, or the thing, and I was like really cool, and so I caught it. Staraptor I used for a little bit. This one was like, I can't believe I spotted it because the shiny color difference on a Happiny is so very slight. It's just slightly more purple than pink. I was like, I was just roaming and I looked over to the left. I'm like, yeah, that Happiny is like a little purple. Then we got a normal Zoroark here. A normal Oricorio that I had on my team. Normal Toxtricity I had on my team for a little bit. Hatterene, I love Hatterene. One of my favorite Glorps of a mon. Pincurchin, I never used the Pincurchin, I don't know. Wait, no, I think I actually did use the Pincurchin for a little bit. Skeledirge, it was a trade over, so I wanted to have him from Pokemon Go. This was my first shiny that I got in Scarlet Violet. It was Miss Piggy herself. Very happy with it. I didn't use it too much. I used it for a few gyms, but I never really rose to how much I wanted to use it. Eventually, I got more shinies that replaced it in usefulness. Garganackle, my bro, he was so good. Bombardier. This one was one of the beasts or whatever they're called. Same with this one and this one. Here's another shiny Wooper I caught with the horde of Woopers that were shiny. They weren't all shiny. I just got like a multiple, and I even released one for the public to have. And then my Dunsparce, I love him. Couldn't use him too much, but I loved him. And then Fluttermane, which I got traded over from Hoodlum Callum. Because I'm a mod for Hoodlum Callum, and I helped during the huge shiny catch event that PM7 ran. And so like Hoodlum Callum caught a whole bunch of shiny Fluttermane, and gave them away to people. And I asked, "Oh, can I have one?" He nicknamed them all Hyperpop when he gave them away. So pretty cool. I like Hyperpop anyway, so I love the name. Another one of the things. Baxcalibur was such a goat. I love Baxcalibur. When I play ZA, I can't wait to bring him over and get a Mega Evolve him, because DLC, as shown in the trailer, he gets a Mega. So that's really cool. The Eventmon, and then Iron Valiant. I loved Iron Valiant so much. Then we got Charmander. This one is from Pokemon Home. I named him Nick. It's a tradition I have with an old friend. And that's all of them in my Pokemon Home right now. Currently, it's a free Pokemon Home. I don't have paid, so I don't. This is all I can fit in it right now. But pretty cool. And then let's head back. I want to know. I actually don't know what's. Go back. I want to go back. Quit. Yes. Exo don't changes. I haven't changed anything. And then I'm gonna check my Pokemon home and all that. Oops. Hopefully that didn't show anything. Right? Yeah. Whatever. This is from an old software version. Isn't compatible. Yeah. I know. Alright, yeah, I can't actually access this. I have to update my Pokemon Shield stuff. But yeah, that's it for this. Alright, there we go. Close that.